I'm closing down my paid community. Some people might wonder why I'm doing this or think this is a clickbait title. It's absolutely not. It's interesting to see how diverted your energy can go when you're not actually doing the thing. So like you build things and you create things. So I have my one-to-ones, I have private cohorts, I have a retreat. I'm planning a book. Um, I create regular weekly YouTube content, and I had a paid community, also a free community. That's eight things that each requires kind of like a lot of energy and attention, and that's not including traveling through Japan, traveling through Asia, now plans heading back home, seeing family with some family stuff going on. It's it all adds up, but you don't realize it. um and what I realized is that there's formats that are best suited for me, I think, at least right now, that I find the most fun, that seem to have the most impact and the most resonance, which is primarily my private one-to-ones, mentorships, and my cohorts. So I'm closing down the paid mastermind group that I've spent over a year now building every single day, every single week. Um, it was a beautiful, fun experience, and I had amazing times and memories and experiences with the members there. Mastermind was kind of an expression of just like the closest part of the community. And because I was putting more attention on the paid group, as you would and should, you build a better community with them. And I want to bridge that now between having like a paid group and a free group. I want to just bridge them together and just have a really good free group, and then just focus on working in the deepest way that I can, on the highest level that I enjoy, with one-to-one mentorships and cohorts. For those who don't know, cohorts are just basically like really highly vetted, intentional groups that are not public. Hey guys, here's a cohort who wants to join. These are very well intentioned groups where I only sit with people who I know would actually fit together well in the group, who are kind of on the same resonance, and would basically get along in these types of calls. So that we can go through like an adventure together, and it changes the energy of the group entirely. It changes the energy of the intention, like everything. It's just a very different experience. So it's kind of like having like what you would think of like as one-to-one, the experience of one-to-one, and the experience of having a group, because it's beautiful being in a group. It's beautiful to have shared understanding, just to have fun and explore together, right? Most people in my groups, they don't really have anyone to even talk to these things about. Some of them are in other sanghas, of course. I have a few people in other sanghas and communities, and but even then, they still don't do these types of stuff in here. So I want to focus now on the one-to-one. I'm closing down the paid group, which means that I'm completely starting a fresh one-to-one process next year. So I'm closing down my one-to-one, my current one-to-one process. If anyone's been thinking of working with me now, I have a couple of spots left open because I'm closing the group, but then everything's going to be changing. The prices will be going up, and we're going to be implementing a brand new system, which is going to have much deeper impact. So if anyone is thinking about joining that, that's going to be open now for the next about 20 days. So be closing down everything on that front in December. And then that'll be done then for the rest of the year, moving into next year, and then I'll open up the spots again sometime next year. Right now, I'm closing everything down. The only thing I'm going to be doing is putting all my energy and attention into my current clients who I'm currently sitting with, and anyone who obviously joins then within the next 20 days. Aside from that, and also my cohort, there's only one session left of our current cohort. I'm excited to bring to the world the next one. I already have people in mind who I really want to have there. So yeah, my priority now is getting the book started. I started the book, but then I decided I'm going to write another book. So I'm going to start on that. Then I'm going to be focusing on the free group and actually providing as much value as I can for free, not because I'm a I just do everything for free. Absolutely not. Those who have paid me know very well that I don't just do things for free. But I do want to offer that value as well, because I think it's important to have a consistent network of this understanding that keeps flowing. And back in the day when I was an absolute broke spiritual seeker, I did want everything to be free, and I thought I would never ever charge for this. What a ridiculous thing to do. Well, at least now I get to do the best of both worlds. So it is important to be expressing the value that we know we can on this stuff and this level. It's funny to think that I've been bouncing back and forth, different, Mexico, UK about 4 times. Coming here, I've realized that moving around while juggling, it's it's an interesting experience. It's a lot more uh, energetically challenging than I once realized. So yeah, process of refinement, process of curation. Still going to have fun through the process. Still going to enjoy every single day, like it's the last day on Earth. But making things more simple. This is the era for simplicity. This is the era for hyper focus, and to be this, the part of me that it is really just loves the details, loves the small things, loves excellence, loves doing a fantastic job at something, no matter what that job might be. And I learned this from my late best friend Jack, who he started working in a kitchen. He was an artist and he was studying art. That's where I met him in university. And then he decided he wanted to become a Michelin chef. He'd never cooked in a restaurant before, but he loved cooking. And I said, Jack, this is a silly idea. He's like, I didn't say it was silly, but I was like, Jack, come on, what are you going to come up with next, type of thing. Um, and he goes and finds a job in a local kitchen as a KP. Right, he's cleaning the dishes. One day, one of the chefs comes into the kitchen. He says, I've never seen the kitchen this clean and organized before in my entire time working here. He says, why do you put so much effort into cleaning? And he said, damn it, I wish I need to. He left it in a podcast for me. I need to remember exactly what he said. That would have been a nice thing to include in a video. Something along the lines of, why wouldn't I do an excellent job at cleaning the dishes? If I want to cook, I'm going to do as excellent a job at making sure the kitchen is clean as I'm going to be at cooking the food. He ended up working in a Michelin star restaurant within the next couple of months as a common chef de partie. And then working another Michelin star after that. And then ended up working as the head of AI, or the deputy head of AI for Deutsche Bank, building robots. This guy lived a fantastic and short life. So this is the type of thing that I'm looking for, is excellence. I want to do fantastic things at all levels and not leave anything half done. If I do create a paid community again, I want the free community to be excellent. Either, if not, I just won't have the free community, and that's one of the things I sacrificed. I think when building the paid group, was sacrificing the excellence of the free group. I don't want to have things that are half-hearted. So it makes more sense to me to narrow the focus and do a really good job. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being interested in this update. If anyone is interested in working with me, the next 20 days is the best time to do it. And the links will be in the description. Have an amazing day, guys. Take care.